Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the last of the lessons in the little unit on parabolas. And this lesson is writing the equation of a parabola given some information. Okay, what I did is I gave you a graph here, and if we graph the points, it may help us develop the equation of the parabola, much the same as we did with the ellipse and the hyperbola and the circle. Okay, so let's take a look at this. We have let me get a color here. Alright, we have a vertex at 0, 0. That's the vertex of the parabola. It's at the origin. And we have a focus at 4, 0. So this is our vertex, and we have a focus at 4, 0. Okay, so right now this parabola is opening to the right, and it's opening sideways to the right, so we know that P will be positive, and therefore 4P will be positive. So let's take a look at this. Since it's opening to the right, we know that our first term we're going to have a y squared equals, and it won't be y plus anything, or because h and k are both 0. H and k are both 0. Okay. So if we look at this, the focus is 4 away from the vertex, which means the directrix will be 4 on the other side. If you look at all the other parabola problems we've done, the vertex is halfway between the focus and the directrix. So let's draw in that line of the directrix. Let's make that in blue. So we're 4 to the right, so we're going to go 4 to the left, and this will be our directrix. I'm trying to write with the tablet here. Okay, so there's the directrix. So then we know P equals 4. So then 4P is 16. So then we know that the right side of our equation will be 16x. And because the coordinates to the vertex was 0, 0, it's not y plus anything or y minus anything, it's y plus 0 squared, which is y squared. Okay, so again, what did we do? We plotted the vertex, we looked at the points we knew. Okay, so we found the vertex. From there we found the focus, and since we knew this was opening to the right, we knew P had to be positive. The distance from vertex to focus was 4. So the distance from vertex to directrix, the opposite direction, had to be 4 as well. So P is 4. 4P was 16, and that's what we have in the equation. So let's take a look at another one. On this one, we have a focus at 0, 2. There's a focus. And we have a vertex at 0, negative 1. Zero, negative 1. So that is our having a little trouble with the tablet, so I'll just put a V here for a vertex. Alright, so now let's take a look at this. Let's see what we have. We have a vertex here, focus there. That means this parabola is opening up. If the parabola is opening up, then P is positive. And we also know the distance P is 3. H is 0.
That's some nice shots.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I don't know why this isn't writing. I don't know what's going on with this tablet. But K is -1. Okay. Since it's opening up, the X term is squared. So we know we're going to have an equation X. It's actually just going to be X squared because the X coordinate of the vertex is 0. So our equation will look like X squared, and that will be equal to, we know that P is 3. Let me see if I can correct this. So 4P is 12. So we know we have a 12 out here in front of we know we have parentheses, right? And since K is -1, inside our parentheses we will have, okay, Y plus 1, close parentheses, okay. So if we wanted to, we could draw the directrix here, and since the distance from here this distance, okay, alright, I'm not sure what's going on. Alright, the distance from focus to vertex is 3, vertex to directrix will be 3. So we could draw the directrix and we could do the box counting method, which is okay, but we don't really need to do that, I don't think. I think you guys are okay with this. Okay? So anyway, when we are given some information, we can plot the points. It tells us whether P is positive or negative. Count the boxes to find out what P is. We can draw our directrix just by counting the boxes. Okay? So if you need to go back and replay the screencast, do that. We're going to be doing this in class on Monday. So please go over this if you need to. Like I said, go over it, maybe play it again, just to make sure you understand. But this is the working backwards piece that we've been doing at the end of all the other little units we did on the circle, the ellipse, and the hyperbola. So this is the last one. So hopefully you were able to follow along, and you see how we're going and we're building the equation based on the information that we're given. So again, replay the screencast if you need to, and thank you for tuning in. I'll see everybody in class.